G'day, mate, and welcome back to Captain Ministry with me, Jitty. Today's episode, it's going to be a prep episode. I'm 100% honest with you, it's going to be a prep episode. Because in the not too distant future, there's an experimental patch. There's an experimental patch that, well, at the time of recording, has dropped, but I need to prep for it. Because a number of things have changed. Now, I don't know if they're actually released at the time the video comes out. I don't know how long the patch is going to be experimental for. But, we're probably going to be running it in the next episode because, like I said, a number of things have changed, mainly around cargo ships. And as I heavily rely on cargo ships and contracts, which have also been updated, yeah, I need to do a little bit of prep for the next patch. Anyway, with that out of the way, today's episode, as always, I need to thank you guys. I need to thank you guys for liking the videos. I need to thank you for subscribing to the channel for more Captive Industry. At the same time, I also need to thank the wonderful YouTube members and the wonderful Patreon supporters. And today, we're thanking a brand new YouTube member. As always, today, we're going to be thanking the wonderful Chris Nicholson, who has decided to become a wonderful YouTube member. The good news is he's in charge of this particular truck right here. What he doesn't realize is he's in charge of the most important job in the world, dumping the trash, because we are now up to a whopping great 300 trash per minute, which is a lot of trash. It's a lot of trash. In fact, I've had a little truck dedicated to dumping trash for a long time. We're now up to a big truck dedicated as well, and on top of that, they still need help from many other trucks. So yes, there's a lot of waste to be dumped. At the same time, you might notice I've put in a backup system. We are prioritizing into the bucket to then dump at the sea, but on top of that, I have a number of burners set up, 9 to be exact, 3, 6, 9, because that's all would fit. These will burn off 36 waste each, and if the bucket fills up, these guys kick in so I don't end up with a trash overload, because that's happened more times than I can count. As always, with the start of every episode, it seems I need to unpause another housing because we only have 130 people available, and I'm going to need more than that. All right, a couple of things that happen between episodes. First things that happen is the slag belt. The slag belt now wraps all the way across the map. I have got that up and running. Unfortunately, it has an error message. U-shaped connector is too long, so I need to go to roughly about halfway, put in, come on, a little connection right there, and that'll fix that. And now that has become 2 separate belt sections, and that means it works. All right, next thing we have is we have too much fertilizer, which is a good thing. It means that obviously my slag contract is working well. It also means that this bucket and this bucket are full. The fact that they're both full means the first row of solar panel, first row of greenhouses and the second row of greenhouses are both full. We also have an issue with too much fruit in both of these, which is funny because if we come up here, we will find that I don't actually have a lot of fruit. I'm also a little bit short on tofu for some reason. I have no idea why. Because we're maxed out on vegetables because we've got too much freaking vegetables on the belt. Balancing this is still very much a balancing act. I don't have a good suggestion apart from potentially trying to squeeze in some large storage here, do my filtering and everything else beforehand, which is possibly a future JD problem. We will see. As for the third row of farms are fed on organic fertilizer, so they're not maxed out yet. We're getting about halfway. As our population goes up, as our food processing goes up, as our biomass goes up, we will eventually get more and more organic fertilizer. Whether it's enough to feed all those farms, I don't know. But what I need to do to make sure that we mitigate the too much fertilizer thing is I just need to start spending more. Now, ideally, optimized way to doing this is I should drag all these up 10% at a time because I'm lazy, and I might come back and change it later. We're just going to start with the front couple of farms. We're going to drag them up to 130% because we're going to go from about 13 fertilizer up to about 23 fertilizer. The catch is, after you get closer up to max, currently we have a natural replenishment. So I'm gaining a certain amount of soil replenishment naturally without me having to do anything, without me having to put in fertilizer. The catch is we're going to go from about 3% to about minus 2%. Yeah, about minus 2%, which means one of my fertilizer is being put into each of these farms to mitigate that loss. So something that you need to take into consideration. None of those happen to have had... Oh, you have soybeans. Great. All right. So that's one change I want to do. The other change I want to do is I've noticed the bread belt is not full. It's full enough to keep up with our contract, but it's not full. So I'm just going to unpause one of these whilst we happen to be looking at it. All right. Going around the map. Next thing on the map is power. We have 4 nuclear power plants. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the main one doing 15 kilowatts. We have the smart one, which is hopefully doing water, not power. We have another one, which is hopefully doing power, but it does have some flywheels to account for fluctuations. We also have this one, which was tied into an old power plant, which has a lot of flywheels. What I want to do is I want to add another power plant to that to get this up from level 2 to level 3. Now, to do that, I need to go through and I need to double check some things. So I have you at power priority number 2, you at 4, you guys we're going to have set to 3 because you have no flywheels, so I want them to be running over anything else. You have 6 and you have 6 as well, so I want to change your 6 down to a 7, so we use off this chain instead, and you're at a 4. Yes, so I want to use these ones because they don't have a lot of flywheel capacity. Pretty much they're running all the time. I've just sort of resigned myself to these running all the time. These ones I really want never running. I really want them pumping out water to keep the farms fed. And this one, because it has the ridiculous amount of flywheels that I added previously, I would much prefer it if they ran less often so they could charge up the flywheels. At the moment they're all running, which means all my steam is being diverted into, well, this, but this has 2 options. It's going to obviously prioritize out to running these guys first. Can I just get, well, let's just get all of that built. Yeah, all right. Well, hang on, we should also probably drag that up at the same time. All right, it's going to prioritize, so stage 1 steam. So the first 96 is going to come in here and run this little generator. The stage 2 steam is going to run into this main long drive shaft. The first 96 steam is set to be burnt all the time. The second lot of 96 steam does have the option of coming out here, don't forget, and ducking over here and running into our oil, and basically means we're not burning coal for oil. So that's one of its options. Yes, and hopefully I haven't missed any pipes. Doesn't look like it. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, okay, so that's that out of the way. Next thing we need to talk about is, going around the map, is wood dock. Current dock. The current dock we're getting rid of. I'm finally told the trucks to come fill around the outside of this, and we're literally... Ooh, so much lag. We're literally waiting on this to empty. As soon as this empties, I can remove these containers. I can remove this when it empties. We need to set an alert for 25%. As soon as this all empties, I can turn on the new dock. The dock's built. Its storage and everything is not built yet because I need this. I need to remove this dock first, so this ship will go away, magically get twice as long and come back here. But like I said, one of the things the devs have changed in the latest experimental patch is how docks and trading and contracts work, which means there's a chance this might have kept working. I'm not sure, actually. Really not sure. They've done a number of changes. All right, next thing we need to talk about is gold. We were processing gold scrap right here. And although that worked well, I had the trucks come and picking up from here and going put it in storage, and it worked. But there's always a way to optimize. So what I have is I have one little belt that travels through everything, as always, into here, and do I want storage? And no. Into here. But I do want to pause one of you guys. So we're just going to bring the gold over here. I'm going to bring the gold over here directly because if we look at scrap and we look at gold scrap, I am only producing 3. I'm producing 3 currently, maybe as high as 5. These guys process 6 apiece. So we're just going to have the gold scrap come over here. It's then going to side loaded into where we use gold. it just seems way better than trying to bring it all the way over to, well, gold processing. It's just ridiculous. All right, whilst we're still talking about gold, next thing I have set up is a gold ramp. I've set up a gold ramp. Hopefully it doesn't interfere with the last of the iron, because that all needs to get dug out. But we're planning on just putting gold right here in a ramp, because I'm sick of building storage containers. And although I'm trying my best to process it as fast as possible, depending on population and other problems, yeah, we're doing our best. We're doing our best. We also have a problem with teraflops, as we can see, which means I need to unpause you. We're also going to unpause you, and we're going to unpause you. I'm going to add one more server in there, and that means we can start working on the next lot. And I'm just filling these up with servers as we go. Can I get that built, because trucks can't get in there? All right, so next thing on today's list of things that I need to fix and prep and upgrade for. One of the changes coming in, oh, actually, no, two more things. Maintenance 3. We are currently consuming 240 maintenance 3. I'm only producing 240 maintenance 3. So that means I need another one of these guys to make more maintenance. As for maintenance 2, same boat. We are producing 480 maintenance 2 because I got 2 machines running, and we are using 480 maintenance 2. So I need to get another one of these running. Yay. All right. Vehicle parts. Vehicle parts, the first thing I want to talk about, because vehicle parts have had, we know about medical supplies, copper we'll get to. All right. Ship access is blocked. Oh yes, because I'm landfilling in front of it. You empty yet? Oh, you are. Oh, excellent. Delete. Uni. Go away. None of that connected. There we go. All right. Vehicle parts. Vehicle parts have got a overhaul in the contract scheme, in the experimental patch that's not here yet. Yes. So one of the things I want to do is I want to upgrade all of these machines to the next tier to get vehicle parts 2 faster. In fact, looking at the new changes, I would probably honestly like to just go straight to vehicle parts. Double my production for vehicle parts 2, which would require more iron smelting, that I don't have a lot of, because they're going to be very, very useful for upcoming contracts. Yes, but I could upgrade these to robotic number assembler robotic number 2, except where is there's one. Robotic assemblers 2 don't have that many recipes. In fact, they're very, very short when it comes to recipes. They don't have a lot of options. Like, you know, rocking chairs. I wouldn't mind upgrading that. Like, I just upgrading it, having a couple, one machine running at twice the speed means I can get rid of one of these, but they don't make rocking chairs. So I do want to start looking at what machines I can upgrade to robotics 2 in an effort to save, well, save both computing power and also people. Yes. Can I remove you, please? All right, cool. Because between a robotics 1 uses 4 teraflops, 50 kilowatts, 3 people. A robotics 2 uses 6 teraflops, 80 kilowatts, and 3 people, but in theory produces things twice as fast. We go from 24 household appliances up to 48. So we're going to do a quick double check of our household appliances. We need 80. So if I have 2 of them doing 48, I don't know, I forgot the number already. If I have 2 of them doing 48, I'm covered. So rather than us using 4, 6, 8, 12 teraflops, I can have 2 machines doing 12 teraflops. Rather than 150 kilowatts worth of power, I can go to just, 160 kilowatts worth of power. Slight loss, but also only need 3 people. So we're going to upgrade you. I'm going to upgrade you. Also going to pause you and you. I don't need you running either. I am going to upgrade you because I'm fine on rocking chairs at the moment, but if I upgrade you in advance, I get back some people. It will cost me some teraflops. It will cost me some power, but it's not going to cost me power and teraflops all the time. It's only going to be running part of the time, which means part of the time it's not running, and therefore I have the power available and the teraflops available. That makes sense? I hope that makes sense. So there are 2 things I want to do. At the same time, I do want to come to microchips. Microchips, we need more microchips. We need more electronics 3, which means I want to upgrade this whole stack here to microchips machines number 2. On top of that, I have already resigned the fact that I'm going to need a lot more electronics 3, So we're going to have to, not now, but in the future, look at a larger amount of Electronics 3 machines outright, which means more microchips outright. Okay, so with that being upgraded, yep, we're going to get 24 microchips. If I look at this uses 3. If I right click on that, we can see if I take this up to the next level machine, which again, you know, it's more efficient overall power-wise, teraflops-wise, everything-wise. The only catch is we step up a whole maintenance tier from 2 to 3. So I start using Electronics 3 for maintenance, which we're already using a fair bit of. But if I upgrade you... Hang on, double check that recipe. You go from producing 3 to 6, and it's still 6. Okay. Yeah, teraflops. I know. Can I... Oh, you are being built. I need to press that button as well. That would probably help. All right. It's another 48 teraflops online. But with you and you upgraded, come on. You should start making 6. So you're going to do 6, you're going to do 6, that's 12. We have a total of 24 being produced, which means I can upgrade that one, I can upgrade that one. I can also, just as importantly, pause that one and pause that one. So we're going to go with fewer machines running faster rather than more machines overall. Same comes to servers. Yes, you go to the next level of machine as well. So we're going to upgrade you. And then you'll use 6. I think I can only do 1 machine. I'm really not sure. Okay, so we're now making 6, 12, 24. 24 Electronics 3. We are using 4, 8, 12. So we're using half of what we produce already. Okay, where's the rest of it going? We're using 6 in there. So I have all of 6 free. For my 6 free, you need 2 each. Yeah, okay. One thing I do want to do is, well, at least get the belt work done for these guys. At least then the belts can fill up with material. There's belt there that I need to do. Okay. I don't know what to do about that. We have very, very limited Microchips 3. One thing I do want to do, again, it's just about saving materials, or saving people in this case. We're going to upgrade you and you to robotics, along with, come on, you, and how many do I have? 2, 1. Probably you and you, which is slightly more production overall, but then I'm going to pause those 2 because we're just going to save. Again, we're just trying to save people. I'm trying to get more available workers so we can run different projects in the future. Electronics 1. You can be produced in a robotics, yes. And it's again just double speed. Doesn't change the recipe, so I'm going to go with upgrade, 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 and upgrade. And then we should be able to pause you, and you. You're going to go to produce using 24 each, so it's 24, 48, 96. I need this belt to come in at 200 speed. It is already 200 speed. It slows down to 60, so we're going to have to upgrade you and upgrade you. That should be fine. The belt underneath, or the copper belt, already runs at 200, except now you need 96 in, which means every single copper feed in belt also needs to get upgraded. Upgrades all around. Okay, those are done. All right, next up, one of the things I did want to do for a while now is, I definitely have people, is restart research. Research has been off for a little while because we were going through research faster than I could get to research, and then we've had a population problem, and that's semi-solved, which is now going to give us into a uni problem. Uni problem is I'm not doing the Plenty of Food Mark II anymore, which means I'm not getting the extra 1.5 bonus uni. So the labs are going to use 0.36. That doesn't seem right. They're going to use 0.2 each, which is 0.6, which means I need to find more uni. So the best way for me to do that is, unfortunately, turn on these guys, which is going to possibly cause more problems, along with my lack of steel. Can we just upgrade that belt? Because I definitely have steel in the box. It's just going to be a upgrade. A throughput issue. there to there to there to... no, that should be fine. Okay, we'll upgrade those as well. That should hopefully fix my throughput issue. And we already had... That got us 0.36 for one machine, so that should get us another 0.7. We should get about 1 unit, which should be enough to keep these guys running, except we're out of teraflops. Of course we're out of teraflops. Okay, we'll build you, and that means unpausing you and you, and unfortunately you haven't been running, so the pipes are all empty, which means you are probably not going to kick in straight away, which is unfortunate. We'll unpause you as well. That way we can fill all the pipes full of liquid and get them pre-charged. I might not have enough uni to run this. We're going to set you to priority 15. That way, if anything's going to turn off, it's going to be research, which we could probably live without, at least for right now. All right. Other changes that we want to do is one of the... Ooh. Okay. Turns out we're going to be 2 labs short. One of the other big changes with the upcoming contract. Pause. Okay. One of the upcoming changes is contracts. That one. This contract, quartz for solar cells, is going to become more profitable. But at the same time, this is going to be my best way to get quartz currently. I have quartz mines. I have this quartz mine running, which is giving me 48 quartz. This one's running, giving me 96 quartz. This is running, giving me 48 quartz for a total cost of 4 uni. And we are trying our absolute best to use 48 plus 48 plus 48 plus 48 plus 48 plus 48. So I'm trying my absolute best to use more than I'm currently producing. So my best bet is to look at that contract and look at making a whole lot of the low level solar cells and exchange them for quartz, which means we need to start prepping and looking at that. So one thing I do have is I do have these machines ready to go to make solar cells, because we were planning on sort of using them, sort of not using them. Can I remove that, please? Come on, go away. I've tried to click on you twice. Same time, I'm going to want to bring that belt out to there and bring that belt out to there. So I should be able to copy and paste that. Yep, I don't need that little section, and I don't need that little section. Okay, and we can plug you into there and grab... Oh, that's not going to work till that belt's built. Build that belt. All right. But at the same time, I can make these solar cells in Robotic Assembler Mark II, providing I can actually get the materials in. If I use a Robotic Assembler level 2, I can make 12 of them per assembler. Let's just put you right there and give me a belt. And here we go. Oh, in plus in plus in. Okay, can I get that done? And we'll put a connector on the front because I believe it'll work better with a connector. And for symmetry's sake, remove... Yeah, I don't like the connectors on the end. Don't ask. It's just a thing. All right. I could get... Oh, wrong recipe. That recipe. 12. I have room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 machines. So I could... 7 machines making 12 a piece is 84. Ship has a 3-month turnaround, plus with the updated patch, you can unload a ship and reload a ship in 1 month. So multiplied by 4 months, I can make 336 solar panels if I had nothing but robotic assemblers too. And I could feed them. They don't need a lot of steel. They don't need a lot of glass. So this should be fairly easy for me to set up, providing I can get the poly. Also means that I need, what did I say, 7 machines. 7 machines doing 18 poly each, which is 126 poly, which means I need to have 126 quartz coming in because it's a 1-to-1 ratio, which means I need 2 smelters. 3 smelters. 3 smelters. I need 3 smelters dedicated to just doing poly for solar panels. So let's just let's copy them in a pair. I'd need 3 of you guys doing not that recipe, but this recipe. Yeah, I need 3 of them to do that. Plus, I would be bringing in enough excess production to do another 3 smelters doing any other recipe I decided. Where are we? Oh, that's paused. Well, that fixes all those teraflop problems. Yes. We'll pause you then, and I'll pause you. I will unpause you. Yes. Yeah, I didn't realize I hadn't unpaused that one. We still have fertilizer. Okay. Let's go find another couple of farms and tweak them up. All right. Go ahead. Okay, so I can run 6 smelters. Okay, now 6 smelters is a lot of things. It's a lot of teraflops at 6 teraflops each. Plus, it's 1.4 megawatts worth of power each. So that's like 2.8, 3. Well, with all the infrastructure around it, probably 3, 6, 9. I need to find another 10 terawatts worth of power. My expansions for more power options are, well, more nuclear reactors. That is a possibility. Also, more solar panels. But okay. Solar panels, we're on a cloudy day. Let's go 20 kilowatts. If I need 10,000, no, I need a megawatt. 1,000 divided by 20 over panels means I need about 50 panels. They cost 120 each. Can I just copy? Come on, copy. It's close enough. That's 32 panels. Come on. Yeah, it's 32 panels. So that's 60 panels. If I can get all those built, maybe I have enough that I can actually run the extra smelters with the extra teraflops, with the extra. So what we're going to be doing is looking for the resources to run this. At the moment, I need a whole bunch of graphite to run these. They also need coal. I am lucky enough I have coal right here because this is where we do our glass for coal contract, which means I have coal. But graphite, I do have the option of, we right click on that, I have the option of making it from carbon dioxide. Now, carbon dioxide we can get from a number of sources. One is cracking fuel gas plus oxygen to diesel. We are doing that. Right here. And your output is, exhaust is, according to this, it is that pipe in there, which is going to this balancer, which is combining with all the exhaust from our ethanol production, also the exhaust from making antibiotics coming into this pipe, going through here, joining up with this pipe, which is coming from this exhaust scrubber and this exhaust scrubber, going into that pipe, flowing through the map at 1,000 miles an hour, and joining in with this pipe, which is coming from this exhaust scrubber and this exhaust scrubber, going back into this pipe, coming over here and going to the storage tank, with the possibility to burn off the excess, which we're currently burning off the excess because I have a bunch of these machines already doing that exact recipe. I know you're running, and you're running, and you're running. We have a little box here which is mostly full, which explains why we're burning off the excess. Okay, so that's one of the ways we can get carbon dioxide was fuel gas. On top of that, ethanol, we're doing that one. Fermentation tanks. Ooh, are they hooked up? Oh no, of course they are. It's one row of fermentation tanks for both the sugar recipe and the corn mash recipe. Antibiotics, yep, doing that one. Exhaust scrubber, doing multiple of those. Hydrogen reformer, I can already tell you for a fact the hydrogen reformer up there is already connected. Plus is this these 7. These 7 are also connected as well. So my options for fighting carbon dioxide, at least for half the map, is covered. The other half of the map, well, that's a thing. We have 3 exhaust scrubbers here. I have another 3 over here. Now I could grab all that CO2 and plug it all together and get a couple of chem plants and I should be good to go. But this is my next catch. My next catch in this next planned upgrade is a normal blast furnace. Produces 30 exhaust. Okay, we convert 180 exhaust into 72 carbon dioxide. So it's like a 50% return. And then these guys, on the other hand, not for the quartz recipe, but for the other recipes, produce almost no exhaust. They do now consume water and we get back steam and blah, 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 blah. But it's much less exhaust. The only one I actually get a decent amount of exhaust from is from quartz. So that means, well, if we're doing the other recipes using 6 and 12 each, it means 6 of, if it means that, what, 12? 12. Let's go with 12. If you consume 180 carbon dioxide, 180 divided by 12 is 15 smelters. 15 smelters per scrubber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep. So I would need to have all of that hooked up to one scrubber. As for this side, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So about 15 as well. So that'll give me 2 exhaust scrubbers. 2 exhaust scrubbers will give me 2 lots of 72 carbon dioxide. 2 lots of 72 carbon dioxide will give me 6 graphite. 6 graphite will run 2 of these. So I need to, and this is why we're going to start saving up a lot of materials and a lot of other things, is I need to do the alternative recipe to get graphite, which is going to be a whole lot of chem plants using a whole lot of coal, less coal than we're using currently. That's a very important qualification, to mix with a lot of chlorine to make a lot of graphite. Like we're now making 12 that'll run 4 furnaces, with a little bit of sour water output. Sour water we're always happy to have more of, because of course we process that into fertilizer, which still says it's high. 11. I think it's going down. We should be fine. Yes, which means I need to either make the graphite here or I need to bring the sour water over here. Probably going to be a case of bring the sour water over here because we have coal being imported right here from glass. We also, as we start swapping over to more and more of these guys, going to have more and more brine we can tap into. Brine to chlorine is 36 for 24. Hang on, I'll bring that back up. And that goes into that at a rate of 3. So I don't actually need a lot of brine. I really don't need a lot of brine for a lot of graphite. So yes, this is going to be what we're working to next. Obviously, it's going to require a dock to import. I have a little area going up here to put in. Can I copy you? Put in a dock here, which I was planning on doing another glass to coal for, but maybe we'll bring in quartz there. The other option is I'm pretty sure I can squeeze a dock in there, roughly. There. I'm pretty sure that's where I can put the next dock. So, that's sort of the plan. Slowly getting the upgrades on these done, slowly getting more solar panels. More solar panels is going to be a little bit difficult because for the poly we're bringing in currently, which don't forget I'm technically not mining enough of, we are coming through this balancer. This balancer is prioritizing out to make electronics 3, which, electronics 2 rather. I can upgrade you to the next level machine, okay? How about you? Can I upgrade you to the next level machine? I can as well. We have spare teraflops. So each time I do it, I get 3 workers back. We'll leave it. You might come back next episode. Actually, no, I will do you and you and you, so I can pause you and you. Hang on. I go from 4 teraflops to 6 teraflops. Yeah? Oh, it's the increase in maintenance. Yes, that's going to be my issue. All right, back to poly. We are bringing the poly into here. It's prioritizing into electronics 2 first. The excess coming over here and making wafers. And then the wafers, which you can see, not all the machines are running because I don't actually make enough poly over in our first poly build, hence why we're looking at the poly contract. Our poly comes up here. It's prioritized into making microchips, which then go into our electronics 3. And then anything left over goes up to these 3 machines making solar panels. And as we can see by the fact that they're not running, we ain't making enough of them. So next episode will be on the brand new patch. The brand new patch that's currently experimental. It'll probably be, well, it will be still be in experimental when I jump over and start playing on it. You're good? You should be good. Oh, we just need to physically upgrade. Yeah, it should be good now. We're going to have to do some prep work. We're going to have to do some prep work, some sorting, some changing, and some fixing. All our contracts are going to change. All the ships are going to change. The loading and unloading will change. Also, probably by then, maybe we'll have the rocket assembly building done and ready to go. And maybe we can look at trying to tie in a rocket into the next episode as well. But with all that said, this is where we're going to end today's episode. As always, we're making good progress. We're no longer making big strides. It's now tiny little steps towards the final project. But our population keeps going up. Our food keeps going up. We have a low supply of gold scrap, which is good. And you are done. Excellent. I can get a few workers from doing that. Hopefully we can keep the population under control as I keep adding more and more solar panels, because that's really what I need to do. I just need to prioritize solar panels. I need to probably min-max this so we're making the right amount of electronics. But now I'm shipping them off to the colony as well. Yeah. We'll see what happens in the next episode, but I need to call it here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the very next episode. Bye.